ones that look so blurry. Francis, what'd you do? It's really dark. Let me grab a light. Maybe that'll help. Ugh. Yay! That looks kind of creepy. What we got going on here? What's going on, Bonix? GoPro, okay. I just got a new camera myself. I went with the Action Pro 5. I'm first time buying an action cam outside of a GoPro, so see how that goes. Get out of there. That fire feels pretty good, y'all. Oh. Well, hey, what's up, Tool Man Tony? I saw you got on what, 17 fish today? Threw 10 back or something like that. You did pretty good. Hey, what's up, Mr. Ken? I did have a good Christmas. Hope you did as well. Just trying to recover from this flu. Drinking some beet juice right now. I don't like beets, but they do help you. Yeah, Christmas has been great. Oh, okay. I just saw that post. I thought that was a recent post, Tony. I didn't realize you hand tied your own jigs. That's pretty cool. I used to think painting and making your own lures would save you money, but that didn't work out too good. For me, anyway. I kept buying all kinds of stuff. I used to, what's pretty cool is all the washed up crankbaits I find on Conroe. I usually resand and airbrush. But even that, by the time I epoxy them and clear coat and put new eyes and hooks, you almost could just buy another crankbait. But it's more of a fun hobby for me, I guess. Oh, okay. Ken makes his own jigs and plastics. You make any really large swim baits, Ken? Like over 6 inches and stuff like that for scoping? What are you doing, Francis? Come here. Come here. Got a question for you guys. Is any of you fished Lake Georgetown? Because I'm probably going there this weekend if I don't have the black lung. Going to spend a few days out there filming and fishing. Supposed to warm back up. I'm going to be in my inflatable Sea Eagle kayak, and wife will probably be with me too. So if you guys got the drop on Georgetown, let me know. No, I used to make big swim mates, but sold the molds. I don't use it much. Yeah, I hear you. I honestly don't use them that much myself, but I have gotten more into it, but probably not as much as I should. There's some guys that's all they throw in these tournaments, but I don't have the confidence yet. Big Bass, Tony. Who? DSWI 67. Who we got here? We got 7 people in the chat, though. Big Bass Tony. This person obviously knows me, but I don't know the handle. I don't recognize the handle. I do like throwing the dangerous swim bait every once in a while. Yeah. What's up, man? We got all kind of people. Guys, y'all forgive me if I don't know who you are by your handle, and there's a chance that we have met in real life. I'm terrible with names. I'm better with faces. And from this laptop, I can't see your pictures, so I don't know who you are. My apologies. 18 degrees down here in Chi-Town. It's been a minute. I guess so. Have we met, Tino? Tino man? Hey, May's in here.
Mama May.
Love you too, Mama May. That's awesome. You could say that. All right. Well, this is awesome. My wife and I, we were talking about trying to get on here maybe on Wednesdays, every Wednesday night. This is still an idea, but every Wednesday night around 7 o'clock. And we're usually eat dinner around that time and just sitting down and kind of just having, you guys will kind of have the opportunity to have dinner with us in a sense, but we would be talking about whatever happened so far during the week, but mainly things we've maybe had to overcome or things that we're looking forward to, but basically a Christian message involved within that. I don't know, maybe an hour we stay on there. So, yeah, the word of Wednesday or Wednesday's word with VentureTube. I really want to bring Big Jig Gina into the show more. I got an extra camera now, so hopefully I'll be strapping one to her, and y'all can see her getting freaked out over fish all the time. And every time she gets in a kayak, there's a spider in it for some reason. Doesn't matter if it's 27 degrees outside, there will be a spider chasing her in her kayak. I don't know how it happens, but it does.
I like Snow White, all the animals,
Right.
all the creatures.
Oh, we got Nasia in here.
Nasia.
How about that? So mom is doing better. She's still in rehab. She can't walk on her own. She has to be on a pill basically for the rest of her life as an antibiotic. She got a really bad blood infection, but as far as mental, she's good. Just physically, she's still weak. So, hey, what's up, Eduardo? Yeah, thanks, man. I posted that video. I've been making videos a lot here lately, and I scheduled it by accident, and I think it posted at 12 a.m. It wasn't supposed to be posted until 6 or 7 this evening, but it is what it is. Now, Tino, hey, it's a blessing though. She was really suffering. She was really suffering, and she's doing a lot better than she was. So it's going to take a long time for her to recover, but she's doing better. So she's heading in the right direction. So that's a blessing. But yeah, you're gonna make a sandwich. Okay, wife's making sandwiches for dinner.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I fish Fayette all the time. That's usually where our tournaments start. That's the first tournament of the year for a lot of different trails. Fayette is a phenomenal lake to fish. If you can fish it during the week instead of a weekend, it's even better, because on the weekend, every tournament we have out there, we've had, I don't know, I would say 130 anglers sometimes on Fayette, with 2 bass boat tournaments going on simultaneously. And it's not a big lake, but there's fish everywhere. It's a slot lake, so there's lots of opportunities to catch different fish on a lot of different rigs and techniques. So if you're wanting to learn, let's say, how to Carolina rig fish or whatever, go to that lake and learn your electronics and see what bass look like on the screen and what they're doing. That is a fantastic lake to learn on. That's for sure. Tino, you want to know how I catch all them fish? You just got to get out there, man. There's a, because I'm left-handed, maybe. Left-handers are supposed to be more athletic, but I don't know if athleticism increases your fishing skill at all. I don't know. Now you just got to get out there, man. No substitute for time spent on the water, learning and enjoying life. I'm going to do this for a living one day, guys. I was actually just talking to the wife. I've had some really good t-shirt ideas. I actually already had the design. I've had a lot of them for years and just never came around to making the shirts. But that's something I'm going to start advertising and trying to market here in 26. So, oh yeah, basketball was my sport, man. Basketball was my sport. That's for sure.
Is this your crazy water?
No, it's not mine.
No?
I don't think so. I'll drink it though.
Oh, was this in the trash?
I don't know though. I got a video planned for bass if you want to 1v1 me using goldfish. Goldfish? Where you want to do this at? That'd be an interesting video though. The fire's still going pretty good.
Goldfish.
Oh man, you didn't want to tell the 5 other people that's in here, huh? Oh man, J Mac Outdoors in the house. Y'all guys in here. Y'all have seen James in my latest videos. He's been fishing with me. He's been fishing with me, so y'all check out his channel too. He just dropped a video of our last camping trip, and there's a funny moment in there because I kind of had a blonde moment, innocent, but it was a funny run-in with a game warden. I'll just leave it with that. I'm done with electrical. I'm done with electrical. What does that mean? Oh, he's done with electrical for his van. I got you. Can boondock for days now. That's awesome. James has got a big Amazon van that he's converting. He just did the insulation, and he's got he's got it all rigged out for boondocking. So, James, are you 110% now, or are you still feeling kind of sick? James is the reason I got the black lung right now, y'all. So y'all make sure to click on his name right now and do whatever evil thing y'all can do to him. This beet juice tastes like straight red dirt. I drank it yesterday, but I couldn't taste it because I was so stopped up. But today,
The whole cup?
no, I had like that much in it. Out of all the guys that are in here right now, just type amen if you're a Christian. I just want to know who watches me if they're Christian. It doesn't matter if you're not. You don't have to participate in this if you don't. But if you're a Christian, I would just like to know if I'm dealing with other believers in the chat. Amen. There's one. We got one. Amen. Got two. Amen. We got three. Let's go. That's awesome. Amen. We got four. That's awesome. Amen. We got some amens out there. That's awesome. So, what do y'all think about the idea of just sitting down and bringing Gina on the show? And would y'all be interested in something like that? I'm not going to be preaching. She's not going to be preaching. We're just going to be diving into whatever hit us that week or that day or whatever. And we can share whatever. But my wife and I, we wake up every day, and that's how our day starts, is with the Bible. We have a quote, study that quote, just try to start our day off positive. And that has changed everything. That's changed our workflow. That's changed our marriage. That's changed our relationships with people. And it just changes your day. When you have a good day, it makes it easier to have a good day the following day, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, if y'all think that's a good idea or you want to be a part of that, obviously, Wednesdays, I think, is what we're going to try to do. Wednesdays at 7. If my wife can get a meal done by 7 o'clock p.m., we could be sitting down eating and just talking.
You're gonna call me out like that?
I'm calling you out like that. She's in the kitchen right now making sandwiches, and look what time it is, 8 o'clock. But she thinks I'm making up stuff for whatever reason. And soup out of a can. No, she acts like she's making homemade soup. I don't know if y'all can hear her.
Some days it's like that.
Yeah.
Hey, earlier I made something good. What did we eat earlier? Salad and Italian shells.
Excuse me, guys. Yeah.
Italian shells.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Oh, I ain't 100% yet. So, who is it? Tino said, what's Sonny up to? Who is Tino Man?
I know.
Tino Man, who are you? And I will answer your question depending on who you are, I guess. Because right now, I don't know. And maybe I should, but I don't know.
Did you tell him you just started up your Facebook again?
Oh yeah. If you guys just got a mess, check your Facebook. I just blasted out a request, or invite rather, not a request, an invite to my Facebook VentureTube channel. I'm going to try to start keeping that more updated than on my personal page, because I just don't hardly ever get on my personal page because I'm not a big Facebook fan, period. So, oh man, did you make one for all of us?
A beer float?
A root beer float.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, all I saw was beer. I was like, gross.
Hang on, y'all. I gotta stoke the fire here. I done ran out of wood though. Oh, that feels so good. Glad to see you doing well in life. So happy for you. Well, I appreciate that, Tino. I just wish I knew who you were. There's more left. Come on. Oh, this fire is amazing. So, where I live, let me tell you a story about this guy. First time I met him, he's homeless, but he basically is kind of our homeless resident of our neighborhood, if you will. And he sells firewood. So when it's not cold, he's kind of out of a job. But when it's cold, he sells firewood, and he's a super nice guy. He's super awesome, but he's kind of scary looking to some people. Not scary looking to me. Just looks like, I don't know. I've brought him to,
It's just a little rough.
yeah, he's just a little rough looking. I mean, sure, he should be. I mean, he's been homeless. He lived out of his vehicle. He's selling firewood. He's always burning and cutting stuff, and all the wood I get is always from him. But he's he hadn't really been given many opportunities, and we just nobody. I'm gonna have to kick James off of here because I ain't gonna be able to focus, love. Uh, now I done forgot the point I was trying to make. What was I about to say?
He's not a bad guy. He's very generous. Very nice.
Oh yeah, he's a very nice guy. I get all my wood from him just to help him out. Whatever. We trade stuff. He traded me an axe, and he's a big fella too. I gave him a pair of my shoes. It was a good trade. Yeah, you met him, James. J Mac. You met him at the breakfast. He's a little rough around the edges, but he's a good dude. And I have a picture on Facebook actually of me and his. He bought a deuce and a half. Now, how this guy got a deuce and a half, I don't know, but he got a deuce and a half, and he told me, he's like, man, when I go to my great reward, it's yours. I mean, that's the kind of guy he is. I don't think he has many people that are nice to him, and I didn't judge him. I wanted to help him from the first time I met him. He respects me. I respect him, and he's just a good dude. People call him Jeepers Creepers because he always has this stuff on his trucks. He mounts winches, and it does. I mean, he will go through a vehicle because he has so much weight on the thing because he's welding stuff on it, and I don't know. He's a good dude though. I love him to death. But there was a point of why I was talking to him, and I can't remember it. So yeah, no edit button when it's live. I guess can't edit this.
Probably because we need to get more wood from him.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, I have no more wood. I need to go pay him a visit. How long we been on for?
What are you doing for New Year's?
Yeah, what's everybody's New Year's plans? Any of y'all going to be up till midnight? If I'm feeling good enough, maybe we could take the boat out. We'll be good by tomorrow. I'll be good.
I don't know about that.
Going to a hockey game. Just do more camping. Barbecue and fireworks. Nice. Typically, the wife and I, we always go out on the boat in the middle of the night. Yeah, the boat. Yeah, James. Midnight. However, I can say the last couple of years, the fireworks hadn't been as good as they normally are.
Yeah.
Still good, but not like there was one year where it was amazing. It was 360 degrees of fireworks everywhere. It was really neat. But last couple of years, it wasn't so impressive, I guess. But it's still fun. We fish the lights. The wife and I will fish the lights, cruise around, and actually,
we did the 360, like
yeah. I put the trolling motor 90 degrees and just have the boat cutting in a circle, 0 degree turning, I guess, and just leave it like that. So we just can sit in the seats and we don't have to turn our heads even. We're that lazy. We can just see all the lights 360 degrees while the boat's going. One year we had one of those fires in the cans. I don't know if y'all ever seen them. They're like the candles, but they got wood chips in them. We had a fire going on the boat. Now, I don't know if that's legal or not. And I think the people on the bank thought the boat was on fire because they started screaming at us like, "Hey, you guys okay?" And we're like, "Yeah, we're good." And we're like roasting marshmallows on the boat with fireworks going off. But don't know if that's legal or not, but we did it. And it was fun. That was a few years ago.
yeah.
That was probably like 5 years ago.
No. 5?
Probably. You want to come say hello to these people?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish making your scrumptious dinner.
She's got to finish. She said she's going to, Big Jig Gina said she's going to come over here and get in the camera. She just got to finish making that soup, you know. Got to finish using that can opener and opening that microwave door. I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to stop. Oh, man. I didn't do nothing today. I worked on the ridge line for my daughter. You know how we do. I had to work on the daughter's truck and actually fixed one problem and created another. But the problem that I created is not a big deal. So we'll call it a win for the Honda Ridgeline. Fishing tournament with some goldfish. I've never fished with goldfish. How are you going to celebrate your birthday in April? I don't know. You seen any beds on Conroe lately? This time of the year, Ken? No, I'm not even looking for beds this time of the year. And if I fish on the well, yeah, well, you tell me, what is bedding this time of the year? Because I'm never looking for beds in the wintertime. Scott Hudson, 8635. How you doing, Scott? Willis, Texas in the house. We got 2 Willis, Texases in the house right now. Yeah, spill the juice, Ken. What you looking for in the bed? Now, I might be looking for a fish on the bed on Fayette this time of the year. That's because they spawn year-round over there. But if we're talking about bass, I'm a little confused at the moment. Excuse me, y'all. All right, Eduardo. Thanks for tuning in, man. We'll see you. Give me a holler. Message me about your idea. We'll figure it out. All right, man. Have a good one.
Don't choke out on
Said the man that gave it to me. No respect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Woo-wee. I thought you was gonna say hello.
Hi,
Somebody needs. They want to see a face, a beautiful face to go with this beautiful cuisine.
To go with this cough.
So Scott, that's a excellent question, and I will explain to you. And this will go for JMac Outdoors as well. A lot of anglers now, some of these trails allow 2 trolling motors for a kayak. You can have, your NK 180 Newport on the back or Torpedo or whatever to get you from point A to point B. And once you get there, you can have your spot lock trolling motor on the bow of your kayak, and those guys can stay in one spot just like you could in a bass boat with a trolling motor that has spot lock. I've never liked that reason. I never liked that having a motor on the front of my kayak. To me, it's too heavy. And I love the Hobie drive, and that's literally what I'm doing all day long. It's just slowly pedaling, turning the rudder. A lot of times you didn't see it in that last video, but J Mac can tell you. I fished in areas that's really windy. I'll have my rod in the water with my left hand, and I will literally have my net in my right hand submerged in the water to use it almost like a rudder in front of the boat, along with the rudder in the back. And it can actually keep me pretty straight if the wind changes direction. It's a little tiring on my right arm, but it is possible to stay on a brush pile if you just keep with your pedals and try to position yourself downwind of the brush pile, the structure, whatever you're fishing, where you're constantly just trying to go forward, but you're not going forward. You're just staying in one spot, and you're just doing this right here, basically. You're staying in one spot, you're just moving left to right laterally, and that's about it. I don't know if that explained that well, but that's all I'm doing. I'm just pedaling. I'm just slow pedaling. And when I caught a fish, I would obviously stop pedaling, messing with the fish, and back off of the brush pile. But I mentioned that in the video is that it kind of gives the fish a break. That time of me backing off, taking a fish off, and then getting back to the spot, finding it, making the right cast. There's some time there, which I think helps to get those fish fired back up. They're not just getting hit one after another. And it's so much more quieter with the fins versus a motor. I think that matters. Mm-hmm. So, what kind of kicks you sporting these days? What kind of kicks? Who is Tina? I don't know who this is.
Shoes?
Yeah, I don't know. I got on Asics right now. I feel like you're asking questions to give me hints on who you are. And I'm still not picking up on them, I guess. You coming up in here?
I was
Come on up in here.
for a second.
Y'all welcome Big Jig Gina to the Venture Tube Show.
Not yet.
Come on down, they're waiting for you.
Oh my
Well, this is good. Clam chowder. BJG!
goodness. Oh my god.
Spelled that wrong, James. I'm going to have to re-angle the computer here.
No, you don't. It's fine.
Not the Satonis.
The Satonis. What?
I know who this is.
Who is this?
Toby? Is it Toby? If I'm wrong, I'm going to feel stupid now, but Tino Man. Oh, that's Toby. What? Oh, that's crazy. What's up, Toby?
That's
Hang
your
on.
old high
Oh,
school
I got to
friend?
reposition myself here. Yeah, that's so. Dude, how long has it been? I haven't spoke to you in
What's up?
I don't know how many years. How long has it been?
That's neat. How'd you find him here?
Yeah.
Or
Well-
maybe he's been a follower.
So yeah, Toby, since I guess it's been a while, this is let me introduce you. This is my wife, Gina. Yeah, since 2008. Yeah, that sounds about right. Golly, dude, so glad you're here. That's crazy. What are you up to?
That's really neat, though.
Hopefully you don't look as old and gray as I do now, man. Tino Man, because he's Tino Martinez from the New York Yankees.
That was y'all's. Nice to meet you. Yes, I do. He's a very good man.
Man, that's crazy. I can't believe you're on here. That just made my day. Now, I honestly thought about you a lot, dude. I didn't know what happened to you. Didn't know really how to get in touch with you. Y'all, for those who are in the chat, may not care nothing about this, but this is a high school friend. We were actually friends from middle school all the way up through high school. I didn't have many friends, and Toby was one of my good friends, one of my one and only good friends, and we kind of just went to college. We went to college. Well, we stayed in the same apartment for a while. He was going to a different college, and I was going to a different college. And then after that, it was just no kind of connection whatsoever. I moved to Texas, and you stayed where you were at. I guess you stayed back in the hometown. I don't know, but that's just crazy. Amen.
Amen.
That's crazy. What up, Foo 75? This is Chad. I met you at the launch at Scotts Ridge a few months back. Yeah. What's up, man? What's up, Foo? Yeah, I remember you. You're lucky because I don't remember very many people, but I remember you. But those of you that I didn't remember, don't be offended. Man, I got to ask you guys, now that we got a few people in here that haven't been on here in a while, have you all been watching the channel? Like, that's not true. I didn't know who you were, but I remember you. Just ordered me a new kayak a few minutes ago, ready to take it out. That's cool. What did you get? What'd you get, Chad? Did you get a Hobie, or did you get a native, or did you get a Bonafide, or I don't even know how many they got now. You been watching for a while, Toby, or just here recently? Old Town Sportsman PDL 120. I believe the Satonis did it. Yep, that was the one. That was the one. That's funny. I believe I did a video on a PDL 120 a long time ago. I really like that kayak. It's very fast for a pedal drive, for a prop drive. I'm going to say a prop drive. Very fast kayak. Didn't seem like it took much effort to get it going. I have to wait, guys. There's a little bit of a pause on the chat here. Y'all got any questions for Big Jig over here? Y'all, I used to beat Tony in 1v1 basketball like every day. The dude was terrible.
I don't know if I believe that.
Oh man. we had some bouts, that's for sure. Just come in here trash talking.
That's funny.
BGG tired of eating crappie yet? You know, funny thing is I haven't cooked any yet. But that kind of gave me the idea. If I do the meetup, I could do like a fish fry. I was going to feed you fools hot dogs, but I guess since y'all are coming on to the lives, I may splurge a little bit and cook y'all crappie. That's assuming y'all even come, you know. They probably won't even show up.
Yeah.
No, they ain't going to show up. I'm just kidding.
I'm wanting to get into crappie fishing.
Crappie fishing is fun. Back in Louisiana when I got my first boat, that's all I did.
You got several tickets in that boat too.
Hang on, guys. Y'all's messages are coming through. I'm wanting to get into crappie fishing. Said Ken, it's an easy thing to do. Helps if you got electronics, though. Really helps if you have live scope. J-Mac, she needs to enter a tournament this year. We can put her in the unlimited.
Me?
James said he wants to sponsor you in a tournament this year. Is that what he said? I think that's what he said.
Can't learn on the day.
What Up Fool said, I have been watching the channel. I enjoyed the trip you did to Stubblefield. My wife and son and I went there back in the fall and fished and camped, talking about doing it again next month. Heck yeah, it's nice up there, man. It's like one of those spots on Conroe, one of the few spots you can go and not have boat wakes crashing into you all day long. That's why I like it, with a lot of structure. Just make sure you're legal. Make sure you got your fishing license. Make sure your registration is good. Make sure your fish that you're keeping are legal.
Your tags.
You're wearing your life jacket.
Mm.
Yeah, make sure you're good.
Don't run up on the game warden if you're not.
What Ken said. Caught one the other day in a brush pile, but it took about an hour. I have active target. Okay.
Then yes, you're motorized. But what if it's not running?
I got the yak. You got the entry fee.
Are you talking about me?
I'm reading J Mac's messages here. I got the yak. You got the entry fee. Then Ken Simpson said, "Can you launch a big bass boat at Stubblefield?" Yes, you can. The last time I was out there was a 21-foot Phoenix, and 2 teenagers were fishing out of it. And I actually stopped and told them, I said, "That's the best looking boat I've seen up here." And they said, "Yeah, we're the only ones dumb enough to try to run it through here." Which, if you go slow, you'll be fine. But I wouldn't try to go to the main lake. But yeah, you can launch a fairly good sized boat up there. No problem. If you have a motor, then yes, you're motorized. You running a motor?
That's why I said, what if it's not running?
That's what I told him. I'm like, hey, I'm pedaling.
Technically, it's not on.
There's a video, guys, that I haven't made yet because I kind of just filmed camping stuff, not too much fishing, and it's just kind of random. But James and I, J Mac Outdoors, we both got checked by the game wardens. He got checked first, and I was right behind him. And I'm all smiling ear to ear because I'm like coming up behind James and I'm filming him, and he's looking back at me. And I mean, he was legal. Everything was good. He was talking to the game wardens maybe 2 or 3 minutes. He moved out of the way, and here I come pulling up, confident as ever. And my dadgum registration on the kayak was expired, and I honestly did not even know. I had my fishing license. I had everything else. Everything was legal. Fortunately, he just gave me a warning. But he asked me when I pulled up, he said, you're running a motor. But for whatever reason in my head,
You're like, no.
I was thinking, my motor's not on right now. Of course I'm not running the motor. I'm holding on to your boat. Which is ignorant, right?
I turned the motor off.
But I guess because I've had that motor on my kayak for so many years and it's sticking up a foot on the back, I guess I automatically assumed that he saw that I had a motor, but maybe he thought I had it turned on or something. I don't know. Just had a blonde moment, like I said. And then there were 2 game wardens in the boat. The other one said, "Well, isn't that your motor right there?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, that's my motor." So anyway, it was stupid.
What?
Tino, you misspelled that. It was Cadillac. It was the Cadillac.
I heard about the dice in the rearview mirror. Didn't you have dice in the rearview mirror?
I did. I had light up red dice.
Fancy.
Okay. I seen the warden last time. I was at Stubblefield walking around on the bridge. I was already on the water and didn't interact with him. Yeah, they especially this time of the year, with all the duck hunters and campers, the game wardens are pretty bad. Actually, I got checked on the water, and James and I camped. The next morning when I left, they pulled me over on the fire road. We were going opposite direction. He stuck his hand out of the window. I was like basically hanging out of his window to stop me. I rolled down my window and he said, "Did you go fishing?" I said, "No, we didn't fish today." And he said, "You sure?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, if this is about my expired registration, I did it on my phone last night." And he kind of just stared at me. I was like, "I'll show you." And he finally just kind of let me go. We got pulled over due to all the fancy lights on his car. I feel like the game wardens are always at Stubblefield. I don't know.
I never seen them there.
I haven't had, I mean, I've been to Stubblefield a lot of times, and during hunting season and duck season is when I see them the most. But all the other times, I hadn't had no run-ins with them. I don't mind running into them when I'm legal, and I thought I was. And that was just stupid. But it was innocent. I was willing to, he was doing his job. They were both professional, and they were cool with me. So I got to keep up. I got to do what I'm supposed to do. That's not their fault. It was just funny. Yeah, soup is good. Yep. We're going to strap a GoPro to Big Jig here, and she'll outfish J-Mac Outdoors every time, no doubt about it. We'll put her in some tournaments. You might as well just hand your entry fee straight to her. Your entry free. Just hand it straight to her, James. I don't know yet. I gotta get over this black lung, and she's been coughing, so there's a good chance we may not even go. Oh, he gave you the psh. He ain't even intimidated by your fishing skills.
You don't even know, James.
He don't know.
You don't even know.
He playing with fire.
What?
That's Bonix. Oh, okay. What why did you change? Why'd you have to change, Bonix? Frasca Fishing. Caden 1271. I live by the little bridge on 1097. Have been fishing the lake since I was a kid, 30 plus years. New goal is to see you out there. That's cool. Man, I've always told everyone, if you see my kayak out there, I'm pretty easy to spot because it says Venture Tube really big down the side. Don't be shy to come say hello. I always enjoy meeting you guys out on the water and would love to shake y'all's hand. So come on up.
The fire's making a crazy light.
Oh, it is. It looks like we got a divider right here.
I know.
Dang, look at that. Good. Pick your nose. I enjoy your channel, brother. Keep up the good work and spreading God's word. Amen.
Yeah.
Maybe I will see you out there again this coming year. I hope so, man. I hope so. God bless you, man. Y'all, you have a good night. I'm sure I've crossed paths before with you and didn't realize it. Been fishing Conroe for years. Oh, I'm sure you have, Ken. I think a lot of people have. I'm usually the only guy out in the middle of the lake in the kayak. So if you saw an idiot out there in a kayak out in the middle of the lake, it's probably this idiot right here. I'm not an idiot, but Conroe's dangerous.
Very.
And getting out there in the middle of it sometimes
He's just unstoppable. There's not going to be a good enough reason not to get out on the water.
You got to get out on the water. And I've never really had someone to do it with because I don't necessarily have a schedule because we're business owners and our schedule is different every day, every week.
Yeah.
So when I can, I take the opportunity to go. And typically that means solo. And that's okay. But it would definitely be safer to go with somebody else, but it's hard to do. I watched the video with the drone footage of you crossing the lake and you're crazy. It's scary enough in a boat. Yeah. I guess too, it's because I know the lake so well that I feel like if there is an emergency, I kind of know what I would do in whatever situation. I'm always thinking about the wind before I ever go. And as far as my kayak, I always have 3 different ways to get back to the ramp. I don't just rely on my motor because if my motor fails, I still have my pedals. If my pedal drive fails, I still bring a traditional paddle. So I'm not worried about getting back if something mechanical happens. If I flip the kayak, in the wintertime, I actually keep a mattress, like a pool inflatable, what do you call it? Pool float,
Yeah.
where I could actually lay out on that if it was really cold waters. Because I mean, I can swim, but Conroe's rough. And if you're out there in the middle of it and it's cold water, good luck trying to get back to the bank. Um, and I don't think my Hobie would flip over, but
Who was in a Hobie that it did flip on Conroe?
no, that wasn't Conroe. That was Sam Rayburn.
No, they came to our house. They flipped it.
No, oh, that was Wade.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, yeah, that's
Friend.
actually a friend of mine that I used to work with. He was in a Hobie Pro Angler. He was a bigger guy, too. And this was in wintertime. And, oh, yeah, always wear your PFD all the time. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. But like I was saying, my friend, he flipped his kayak. We were fishing together, and he was, I forget, he had his little dog with him. He had a little bitty dog. What kind of dog was that? You remember? Like a little chihuahua or something?
Little.
It was small.
Mm.
But he flipped. Sorry, I'm reading comments. But he flipped over, but his kayak, it stayed upside down. He said he started feeling the kayak just like it wouldn't want to turn and that he couldn't keep his balance. And what had happened, the plug on the back of the PA-14 had came loose and was slowly trickling water throughout our whole fishing trip and had filled up. Well, we had separated. I had said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and motor to the boat ramp. I got some stuff I got to get out of my truck and do. So I left him behind. And literally when I left him behind, that's when he flipped in the cold water, had his dog, picked his dog up, set on the bottom, which is now the top of the kayak facing the sky. The kayak flipped over. He's got his dog sitting on top, but he couldn't do anything but hold on to the kayak and float. There was no flipping the kayak back the other way. He had his dog sitting on top, and he literally was out in the water for an hour, and he floated to the bank.
Yeah, kind of like Titanic.
Yeah, just kind of floated to the bank in somebody's backyard, and they grabbed him. He called me. He was freezing, and I got him back to our house and got him some hot coffee or hot chocolate or something to warm him up, and got him some changed clothes and put a blanket over him and got him by a fire because it was bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything can happen out there. You got to be careful. And the reason I was talking about those 3 points of trying to make sure you have a way to get back to the bank or get back to safety. I had another buddy. He used to fish. Hey, what's up, Shane? I ain't seen you in a minute. I had another buddy who was fishing. He always fished with his dad. Now, this is his dad had to be, I don't know, 60, 65 years old at the time. He's fishing at a PA-14. Both of them were fishing out of a PA-14, actually. And his dad had outriggers on his Hobie Pro Angler. Hobie Pro Angler is pretty stable as it is, but this is his dad. He wanted to take the necessary precautions to make sure he was stable. All right, brother. You have a good night, man. Thanks for tuning in. So, again, PA-14, he's got outriggers. Well, he's on Sam Rayburn. It's a rough day. Will do, Toby. I will, man. I will tell her you said hello. And hey, man, stay in touch, man. I hope to see you commenting on the videos, and we'll have to catch up for real. But I'm glad you stopped by, man. You have a good night, man. So
That's sweet.
yeah, mama loved to hear from him. That's for sure. So yeah, the boat. So one of the outriggers on the PA-14 just slipped out of the holder, just randomly, and it was such a rough day. I guess that's why it got loose or whatever happened. Well, the outrigger comes off. He flips in the PA-14. Kayak flips, fills up with water. So his son goes up to that kayak and is trying to get his dad into his PA-14 because the other one is sunk. While trying to get his dad in the other PA-14, the front hatch, the bucket, fills up with water. But my buddy had electronics. He put his battery in the front hatch and had drilled holes through the hatch bucket for the wiring. So while that front bucket was filling up with water, that water was filtering into the hull of the kayak. So long story short, he got his dad on that kayak, but then that kayak sank. And it's rough. They couldn't even hold on to it. They ended up being in the water for 2.5 hours and just drifted to a island where they were soaked, had nothing with them. Kayaks done floated off, all the gear. My buddy lost all his rods, had a DSLR camera in it. I mean, thousands of dollars worth of gear, all that lost. And he started grabbing wood. He was screaming for boats. There were boats passing by like crazy. Nobody heard them. Nobody, because it's Sam Rayburn. The wind was ripping the waves. You're running a boat motor wide open. Nobody's going to hear you. They're waving their clothes on sticks. Nobody ever sees them. So he starts gathering wood to make a fire. And right before dark, this older couple in a pontoon boat that were running a trot line for catfish saw them and picked them up. The following day, they went out and they recovered, I think, the kayaks, but very little gear. But it just goes to show you, you got two kayaks, two people, one that has the dad's kayak had the Bixby motor on it with outriggers, and it still sunk. So you just never know what can happen out there. Always wear your life jackets. Always. Anyway, that's one of the wildest stories I ever heard. But it's true because I was there. Let's see what Scott said. I've only been fishing Conroe for about 6 months, launched from 8:30, and have never been past 1097 yet. So far, been doing pretty good. Side scan is your friend. Yes, indeed. You can see a lot of tires up there. You launch from 8:30 and going toward 1097. You can see that there's a lot of tires that people dump in that area for whatever reason. I don't know why, but yeah, honestly, the fishing is better north of 1097, in my opinion. Scotts Ridge area, Cagle area, Stubblefield. The fishing is really good. You just got to know how to navigate the lake. However, if you know where the stuff is on the south end and you're prepared to get beat up by the wakes and the boats and the back and forth bathtub waves, you can catch them. The docks are good fishing. Two-man Tony. Two-man, you need to be like promoting your crappie jigs. We got people in here that are wanting to crappie fish, and you're making crappie jigs, and I don't think that happens by coincidence. I think you need to be selling stuff in here, man.
He makes crappie jigs.
He does. I got a buddy that makes crappie jigs too, so I don't know if they should buy yours or buy mine. I don't know.
North of 1097 is good camping too.
Oh, yeah. As long as you're camping in a designated camping area during the hunting season.
Yeah.
It was Gina's fault. We were in the boat.
Oh, that's not my
And
fault.
Gina was like, "Oh, that looks like a good camp spot, honey. Can you take me there?" I was like, "I don't think we should be there." And she's like, "No, I insist." And we pulled up and we set up camp, had the tent and had everything out there. And here comes the game wardens. "What are you guys doing here?" I was like, "Well, we're camping." So "You can't camp here. It's hunting season. Don't you see the signs?" I'm like,
No.
"I didn't see no signs.
There
We
were
came
no signs.
we came by boat. We didn't come in through the National Forest." He's like, "Oh, Okay.
Oh yeah, because that's actually locked off.
Yeah,
Like
they locked off those fire roads for hunting season. So,
yeah,
but I mean, we were new, we didn't know, but they were cool. We were honest, and they said just make sure you're going before sun up,
sunrise. Yeah,
and you'll be good. But even when they were talking to me, I said, "So what about those people across the creek here?
you
Because
can't get to
you
them.
could see some more campers." I'm like, "So they're legal where they're at?" And they said, "No."
Mm-mm.
But there was no way for them to get to them unless they wanted to trek through 300 yards of deep brush and trees and filled
Alligators,
with snakes and woolly boogers and stuff.
spiders. We've actually tried a couple times to, well, like to try to think of a way to camp on our boat and not have to get off the boat. But we haven't quite figured that out yet.
My boat isn't set up really good for that. It doesn't have a ton of deck space.
Yeah.
J Mac Outdoors' boat would be good for that.
Oh yeah.
He's got a lot of deck space.
Oh, you can just put it right on top.
Mhm.
Of the...
All right, let me catch up on these messages here. Let me center my face here.
I'm about to get out of your way.
What? You leaving?
Yeah.
Are you hot?
A little bit hot.
Big Jig is sweating over here because of that fire.
TMT fishing.
So Scott said, "Yep, tires produce my Conroe PB 3.5 pounder with a Carolina rig." Yep. I say mine are guaranteed to catch if you know how to fish a jig. He's guaranteeing his fishing lures, y'all. He's guaranteeing them. I like that. I did not know that. Come get it anytime. Me and my dad used to stay the night on a boat. Once we tied off on a stump, and in the middle of the night it came loose. We woke up on the other side.
That's scary.
I've told J Mac Outdoors this story before. My friend, he worked a night shift. Have any of y'all ever fished Lake Athens? Because we had a tournament on Lake Athens, and it was like captain's meeting at 6:00. It was foggy before GPS. It was like 6:00 in the morning for the captain's meeting, and it was like launch at 6:30, lines in at 7. And of course, I was there. I had launched at 6:30, and I was getting ready to go to my spot. And here comes my buddy. He just got off work, done worked a night shift, launches his kayak. Now, the spot where I went on Athens was about 3 miles away, and this is before the days when we had trolling motors and all that nonsense. Well, I went 3 miles down, and my buddy, he ended up in the same area I was and didn't know how he got there. He fell asleep pretty much as soon as he launched his kayak, fell asleep in his kayak, and literally woke up 3 miles from where he launched.
That's
and did not wake up
crazy.
not one time. I said, dude, that's scary
That's crazy.
and funny as crap at the same time. So
He's lucky. Nothing happened. He didn't fall off the boat.
yeah, I couldn't believe that. I mean, because, well, it's not a rough lake like Conroe, but, you're still in a kayak. So I guess
It
it was
like lulled him to sleep.
yeah, it must have just kept him asleep, I guess. Because I'm like, I don't care how tired I am. I don't think I could sleep through that. I don't
No.
think. Been fishing Conroe for a few decades, and my best largemouth is just under 5 still. Well, I've been fishing it for 12 years now, and I caught my PB when I first moved here to Montgomery, and that was a 10-pound, 6-ounce bass when I first moved here, and I have not got a double digit since. I've gotten close. I've caught some 9s, I've caught some 8s, I've caught 7s, I've caught 6s, so forth. 5, 4s, you name it.
He took my dad out, and my dad did.
Y'all, I gotta tell y'all one more story. I know it's getting late.
So mad.
Y'all got work tomorrow. We've been on here an hour, so I'll just leave this story for last. I took her dad fishing. He had just bought a boat. It was a fish and ski.
Hmm.
And her dad comes over here, and he's old school. You can look at his rods, and every time he's going to have a spinnerbait tied on. I love throwing a spinnerbait, but that's all he throws is a spinnerbait. And I'm like, okay. So we're fishing. I'm showing him some spots. He's casting. He's hooking up every once in a while, but I'm throwing just a Texas rig trick worm, and I'm crushing them. Nothing big, but just a lot of quality, not quantity. Sorry. Kaden said, "I love this man already."
Yeah.
So
That's
he's
funny.
chunking this spinnerbait, and he's catching one to my 5, and but he's enjoying it. But I'm trying to like tell him, hey, it's just not spinnerbait time right now. Try throwing something a little slower. But he wasn't listening to me, and I'm like,
He
okay,
can't do
whatever.
it.
He just can't do it. You can't take the spinnerbait away from this man. Well, and the cast that he was making, he was running the trolling motor on the front of the boat, and there's an area on the lake. I don't know if y'all are familiar with April Sound. There's a driving range where they hit balls into the water, and there's a cage, basically a metal fence that's submerged in the water to keep the balls from floating off. We were fishing close to that area. He made such a bad cast, he casted over that fence. But while he casted over the fence, he hooks up with like a 3-pound bass on the other side, and is thinking he's hung up on the fence, and then just starts pulling it, pulls this bass over the chain link fence. It was like, oh, no, yeah, I did have one. Just as calm, just like nothing to it. And I'm just like, what is going on right now?
Hey, so I basically fish like my dad.
Yeah, you basically pretty much. So anyway, we end up going to a marina to end the day. And I finally convinced this man to go to a Texas rigged trick worm. And I'm like, I'll rig it up for you with the bullet weight, the whole 9 yards. I got you. So he hands me his rod. Again, I'm on the back of the boat because he's running the front. I'm rigging up his worm, give it back to him. I'm like, hey, cast this direction. Cast this direction. He cast, and before I get back to the boat, grab my rod and make a cast, he's pulling on it like this. And I'm like, what in the world? He thinks he's hung up, and he's pulling, and he's like, oh, wait a second. I don't think I am hung up. And y'all, he pulls up this bass. And at the time, this is the biggest bass I had seen on Conroe. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I was so excited. And at the same time, I was so aggravated because we picked that bass up, y'all. This was a 10-pound, 3-ounce bass that he got mounted. Now, I love this man. He's a good man, and he was happy. But I don't think he understood what was going on in the moment. He definitely didn't know what was going on in my head at the moment, because at that time, I had not stuck a double digit yet in my life. Yet I just tied on his worm, told him where to cast, and he didn't even know he had this fish. But literally, I don't know, it wasn't long after 3 months later, that's when I got my 10-6. But that was quite a day, I tell you what. And I bet you know what? I bet you if you were to go look at his rod right now, you know what you would see on there? Not a trick worm, a spinnerbait. That's just too funny to me. Oh, man. Well, guys, Big Jig's getting hot. I want to finish my food. It's getting late. Thank you guys for tuning in, and glad to see some comments from you guys tonight. I enjoy talking to y'all. I really do. This is really cool. And it's something, again, I want to start with Gina, and you guys bring your wives on. I don't know if you want. All right, J-Mac, we'll see you.
He'll outfish you.
I didn't even know Slay at Home Dad was on here. You been on here the whole time?
Hey, Chad. Tell Bridget hello.
He just had to comment to show me he was here before I get off. That's what it was.
He's been here.
He been here. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Keep God in your heart and rod in your hand.
Amen.
And we'll see you maybe first episode tomorrow night.
It's Wednesday.
At 7. Yeah, tomorrow is Wednesday. So yeah, maybe tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. If not around right on 7 o'clock, hopefully around that time. And we'll see you.
Love y'all.
All right. Love you guys. Y'all take care.
Bye. That was fun.